to sovereign energy, sacred boundaries, and relational prosperity, descangos. Quantum opening. A living field of light pulses around every choice, every breath, every boundary. The mind serves as the alchemist, the heart serves as the flame, and the body serves as the temple where essence takes form. Your energetic sovereignty rises like a sunrise that never negotiates with the night. Clarity becomes kindness, limit becomes bridge, presence becomes prosperity. Section 1. Deep Gaze. The archetypal shoreline of the self-sovereign energy unfolds as a coastline where inner land meets relational ocean. Each wave carries story, memory, and desire, and each grain of sand holds value, dignity, and promise. A boundary does not act as a wall of fear. It functions as an intelligent shoreline that allows arrival, welcomes nourishment, and redirects storms. Within the human psyche, 4 archetypes weave this shoreline. 1. The sovereign honors values, sets rhythm, and blesses the field. Command without domination, permission without collapse. 2. The lover. Opens to intimacy, embodiment, and beauty. Boundaries amplify tenderness rather than restrict it. 3. The warrior stands for life, truth, and clean action. Courage shaped by conscience. 4. The magician transfigures perception. Language becomes spell, attention becomes wand, breath becomes portal. A life without boundaries dissolves into confusion. A life with armored boundaries calcifies into isolation. Sovereignty cultivates a third path, soft power with clear edges. The inner throne remains open to feedback and closed to violation. The sacred yes grows roots. The sacred no grows wings. Stories echo through families and cultures. Someone learned that love equals self-erasure. Someone learned that care equals overgiving. Someone learned that intimacy equals chaos. Sovereign energy edits the myth. The nervous system learns a new song. The timeline receives a new instruction. The future opens. Tiringuas. Section 2. Foundations in Psychology and Science. Humanistic psychology places self-actualization at the center. Authenticity, values, and meaning form the pillars of a life that breathes with integrity. Sovereign boundaries express unconditional positive regard toward oneself first, which naturally extends to others. Saying no protects a deeper yes, and that yes organizes purpose. Transpersonal psychology recognizes the self as both personal and more than personal. The ego becomes an instrument rather than a prison. States of expanded awareness reveal unity with life while maintaining healthy individuality. Boundaries evolve from defense to devotion, protection of the sacred spark that serves the whole. Neurobiology and mind power reinforce this path. Neuroplasticity confirms that repeated focus reshapes pathways. Polyvagal dynamics explain that safety creates connection, and connection stabilizes safety. Regulated breath and coherent attention widen the window of tolerance. Memory reconsolidation shows that new emotional experiences can reorganize old learning. A clean boundary delivered with calm presence rewrites a nervous system script that once paired no with danger. Language as code operates through the nervous system like software. Clear phrases, sensory-rich imagery, and embodied anchors imprint. The map changes, the territory responds, presence turns into a technology of love. Relational prosperity arrives when boundaries lift fog from the field. Money, collaborations, and intimacy prefer clarity. Values direct attention, attention directs time, time directs destiny. Alignment becomes the most relationally attractive frequency on Earth. Narrakeso Section 3. Biodecoding. In action, the body remembers and releases. The body becomes a biography that learned to speak through sensation. Symptoms often carry encrypted letters from the soul. Biodecoding invites a dialogue of compassion and precision. Throat and jaw, voice, TMJ, recurrent sore throat, often linked with unsaid truths, swallowed boundaries, or over-explaining. The body tightens around withheld language, liberation path, paced truth-telling, micro-assertions, humming and chanting that vibrate the vagus nerve. Skin, eczema, rashes, hives. The skin draws the perimeter of self. Irritation can mirror a violated edge or chronic overexposure. Liberation path. Ritualize closure at day's end. Temperature contrast showers to teach the body open close. And affirmations that imprint permission to choose proximity. Gut and solar plexus. Bloating, IBS, cramping. The gut digests life and boundary decisions. Indecision exhausts digestive fire. Overgiving creates chemical confusion. Liberation path, paced meals, ground-anchored posture while eating, and micro-no practice before each task. Lower back and hips, lumbago, sciatica. Often tied to carrying invisible loads and unspoken obligations. Liberation path, load inventory journaling, renegotiation rituals, and hip-opening movements that pair breath with explicit release phrases. Migraines and tension headaches. Chronic overcontrol, hypervigilance, or perfection loops. Liberation path, scheduled unproductivity, closed-eye dark rest, and permission to be unfinished anchors. Heart and lungs, tightness, shallow breath. Grief, loyalty conflicts, and love without edges. Liberation path, grief mapping, paced exhale practices, and boundary blessings that unite tenderness with structure. Biodecoding does not blame. Biodecoding blesses. The symptom becomes a messenger. The messenger receives gratitude. The system learns a new movement. The body resumes its original elegance. Section 4. Quantum NLP Tools for Reprogramming. Language plus imagery plus physiology equals portal. The following protocols blend classical NLP with transpersonal nuance and somatic coherence. Move gently, repeat consistently, celebrate micro wins. 4.1. The Sovereign Boundary Protocol. 7 steps. Intention. Install a boundary that feels loving, calm, and non-negotiable. 1. State prep stand or sit upright, feet grounded, breath coherent. Inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 6, hold 2, repeat for 2 minutes. 2. Value lock. Name 3 core values out loud: dignity, clarity, compassion, or your own. Touch sternum lightly with fingertips while naming them to create a kinesthetic anchor. 3. Submodality design. Visualize your energy field as a luminous oval. Adjust the edge thickness to medium, the brightness to warm, and the permeability to selective. Shrink or expand until your body relaxes. 4. Language seal. Install a concise phrase. My yes is clean and my no is kind. Repeat 3 times while pressing thumb and index finger together as a second anchor. 5. Future pace. Imagine an upcoming interaction. See your anchored phrase landing gently. Watch the scene conclude with mutual clarity. 6. Ecology check, scan body sensations. If tightness rises, adjust the submodalities. Soften color, widen breath, slow tempo. 7. Action microstep. Send a message, schedule a call, or renegotiate a deadline using the anchored phrase. Small step, clean step. 4.2. The compassionate swish. Intention. Replace a collapse pattern with a sovereign response. Identify trigger image. A. You saying yes while your body contracts. Build replacement image. B. You breathing, smiling softly, and saying a kind no with grounded shoulders. Swish sequence. Flash image. A small and dim in the lower left. Launch image B bright and near, sliding across your inner screen to replace A in less than a second. Perform 10 rapid cycles. Anchor with a breath hand on chest. Dagu, Sa. 4.3. Timelines of permission. Intention. Reauthor the memory that equated boundaries with danger. Visualize your life timeline as a path of light. Float to a prior memory of overgiving. From a safe observer position, send a beam of warm gold toward your younger self. Offer the phrase, "You remain loved," when you set a limit. Watch the scene reorganize. Bring the updated resource forward through time, letting it rain into the present body. Seal with a shoulder roll and exhale. 4.4. Subtle negotiation script. Intention. Speak from the throne and the heart. Thank you for thinking of me. This month is fully committed. I can offer a concise version next week, or I can connect you with someone aligned. I remain available for possibilities that honor these parameters. Tone remains warm. Words remain exact. Silence remains part of the sentence. 4.5 Prosperity Boundary Matrix. Draw a 2 by 2 grid. Axis 1 Value alignment low, high. Axis 2 Energy return low, high. Place each request, task, or relationship in the grid. High alignment / high return. Sacred yes. High alignment / low return. Renegotiate structure or price. Low alignment, high return. Short-term strategic decision with boundaries. Low alignment / low return. Clean no. Repeat weekly. Patterns reveal themselves. Business becomes coherent. Prosperity walks toward clarity. 4.6 The Mirror Shield. Intention. Deflect projections without counterattack. Imagine a gentle, reflective film over your energy field. Words that do not belong slide off and return to origin with a neutral blessing. Genuine feedback enters through the heart door only when invited. Anchor with a light tap over the navel to signal discernment. 4.7 3 A's of Repair. Acknowledge, adjust, agree. Acknowledge, I notice my capacity is limited today. Adjust, I can deliver a simpler version by Friday. Agree, let us confirm the new scope in writing. Repair becomes normal. Trust compounds, relationships mature. Section 5 Spiritual Perspective and Christ Consciousness. Christ consciousness speaks through unity, radical compassion, and living truth. Love without clarity dissolves into sentiment. Clarity without love freezes into harshness. The way opens where love wears structure, and structure channels love. Unity affirms sacred dignity in all beings. Boundaries honor that dignity by refusing to participate in harm, coercion, or self-betrayal. In compassion, extends warmth to oneself first. The inner child receives protection. The inner elder receives respect. Service flows from overflow. A sovereign cup pours without depletion. The field receives an offering, not a rescue. Forgiveness, Yah, becomes freedom from the loop. The nervous system breathes again. The future stops paying the debt of the past. Christic alignment glows as a golden axis through the body. Head bows to heart bows to spirit bows to life. The throne remains simple. The crown remains light. The kingdom becomes relational prosperity. Collaborations that elevate. Exchanges that bless. Intimacy that heals. Section 6 Daily Integrative Ritual, the Golden Shoreline. Duration 15 to 22 minutes. Materials: a small bowl of water, a pinch of salt, a candle, and your voice. 1. Lighting the axis, 2 minutes. Light the candle, place hand on heart. Inhale, I am. Exhale, present. 3 cycles. 2. Water of discernment, 3 minutes. Drop the salt into water. The salt dissolves as old leakage dissolves. Name aloud 3 leak points and 3 aligned priorities. 3. Crown to root sweep, 3 minutes. Sweep your palms from crown to root 3 times, slow and intentional. Visualize a golden oval ceiling at your edges. 4. The Sovereign Decree, 3 minutes. Speak clearly. I choose clarity. I bless my time. I honor my energy. My yes builds life. My no protects love. My field remains open to truth and closed to harm. 5. Relational offerings, 2 minutes. Whisper the names of people you love. Send a ray of gold from your heart to theirs. Release any hooks of obligation. Retain bonds of care. 6. Prosperity mapping, 2 to 5 minutes. Open your calendar or a notepad. Select one high alignment / high return task. Remove one low / low obligation. Schedule a renegotiation message. 7. Seal and close, 30 seconds. Extinguish the candle with gratitude. The smoke carries your decree into the day. Repeat for 21 days. Sovereignty moves from concept to posture, from posture to culture, from culture to destiny. Practical examples and micro practices. The 90-second pause. Before every commitment, take 90 seconds of silence. Hand on heart. Breath slow. Answer from the body, not the pressure. The two-line boundary. I appreciate the invitation. I am not available for this request, full stop. No justification, no backstory. Clarity often eliminates friction. The sacred reschedule. My capacity has shifted. I can offer a refined version on Thursday or refer you to a colleague. Options. Communicate generosity without self-abandonment. The doorframe anchor. Each time you pass a doorway, brush the frame lightly with fingertips and whisper, "Only what blesses enters." Habit imprints thresholds into allies. The payment blessing. May this exchange circulate life, dignity, and mutual growth. Money adopts meaning. Transactions become rituals. Prosperity respects purpose. The screen edge ritual. Before opening messages, touch the edge of your device and state, "I open to aligned communication." Nervous system primes for discernment. Integration for couples, teams, and communities. Couples. Replace complaint with preference. Replace demand with request. Replace urgency with scheduling. Shared sovereignty produces shared pleasure. Teams. Publish working agreements that define response times, decision rights, and meeting hygiene. Clarity protects creativity. Communities. Establish codes of conduct, conflict repair steps, and transparent resource flows. Sovereignty scales into culture. Culture scales into legacy. Affirmations and decrees. Speak slowly. Breathe between lines. I stand inside my life with gentle power. My clarity is a blessing to everyone involved. I honor my yes. I sanctify my no. I prosper by alignment and service. My love remains generous and well-bounded. Peace anchors in my nervous system. Grace surrounds my decisions. I live as a sovereign expression of the One. Mademoiselle. Advanced inner alchemy. Shadow integration. Write the sentence, "Part of me wants to say yes to be liked." Thank that part. Offer a new job. Protect connection through clarity. The shadow becomes staff, not saboteur. Ancestral repair. Place a simple object on a table. Whisper, "The line learns balance through me." Feel the river of family behind you. Allow blessings to move forward, burdens to rest. Creative transmutation. Convert a boundary into art. Compose a melody, sketch a shape, or craft a poem that says the same truth. Art carries truth into dimensions where words cannot. Dabuata. Nervous system smoothing. Coherent breathing. Inhale 4, exhale 6, no strain. 5 minutes recalibrate vagal tone. Orienting. Slowly look around the room. Name 5 colors. Feel the weight of your body. Presence returns. Somatic sentence. Right now I notice duas open hands and I allow one. Example. Right now I notice warmth in my chest and I allow support. The body hears consent. Tuhand, relational prosperity in practice. Aligned pricing. Price from total cost of care, time, energy, emotion, and creative capital. Boundaries become math illuminated by purpose. Consent-based marketing, invitations honor timing and capacity. Opt-in language signals respect. The audience becomes a community rather than a funnel. Refusal with blessing. This request does not fit my season. May you find the right hands. Clean refusal nourishes the field. Opportunities multiply. Teremasimu myths transformed. Myth, boundaries harm love. Truth, boundaries protect love from confusion. Myth, generosity equals self-neglect. Truth, generosity equals overflow from a regulated core. Myth, saying no ends belonging. Truth, saying no ends only the patterns that obstruct true belonging. Myth, prosperity arrives through hustle alone. Truth, prosperity arrives through alignment, reciprocity, and clear agreements. Closing of high vibration. Master phrase, clarity is love in a straight line. Quantum challenge. Next 24 hours, remove one low/low task from your list. Send one clean renegotiation message using the 2-line boundary. Practice the 90-second pause before your next decision. Light a candle and speak the sovereign decree once. See you. Activation code. Whisper 3 times with breath and posture aligned. Ra'el Om. I am sovereign. I am clear. I am love. Hands over heart. Exhale long. Feel the shoreline glow. Con amor. Andriu.